I will be covering the feats for the Orc in the core rulebook. Note that you can also take any of these feats and any of the feats in the APG, which I will cover in another video, if you have the half-orc heritage with any Ancestry. This is in addition to any feats that the Ancestry has access to. Full Orcs are an uncommon Ancestry, so make sure you talk to your GM before playing a character with this Ancestry. First, we have first level feats in this book, starting with Orc Ferocity. This works very similarly to the Relentless Endurance ability in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Once per day, as a reaction, if you would drop to 0 hit points but not killed, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. This is the bread and butter of orcs. Once per day, you don't fall unconscious. Pretty good. A lot of orcs don't like magic, so next is, of course, Orc Superstition. +1 on a saving throw against magic once per round is pretty good. Wouldn't be an Ancestry without the Weapon Familiarity feat, right? Next is Orc Weapon Familiarity. You become trained in the Great Axe and the Falchion. You also gain access to all uncommon Orc weapons. And of course, martial Orc weapons are simple weapons to you, and advanced Orc weapons are martial weapons to you. Now we can move on to 5th level Ancestry feats. First is Orc Weapon Carnage. This is another pretty standard feat for the Ancestries. Just gives you the crit specialization effects of all weapons covered in Orc Weapon Familiarity. Lastly, for 5th level Ancestry feats in this video is the Victorious Vigor feat. As a reaction, when you drop a foe to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Constitution modifier until the end of your next turn. The only 9th level feat for orcs in the core rulebook is the Pervasive Superstition feat. This just gives you the bonus from Orc Superstition at all times. You always have it if you take this feat. This and the Orc Superstition feat work really well with Superstition Barbarians, which I will cover in my class videos at a later date. Note that the Orc Superstition feat does have the Concentrate trait, so you cannot use it while you are raging. Now let's talk about the 13th level feats in this book. First is Incredible Ferocity. This feat just lets you use Orc Ferocity once per hour instead of once per day. Now you don't fall unconscious once per hour. Fantastic. The last feat in this video is the Orc Weapon Expertise feat. Again, pretty standard feats. When you gain a class feature that increases your weapon proficiency with any weapon or weapons, you also gain that proficiency with all weapons covered under Orc Weapon Familiarity. And that's going to wrap up this video. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition tutorial videos. Don't forget to check out my other Orc videos, as well as my GM tips video that are all coming out this week. Next week I will cover the Ratfolk and the Tengu ancestries in another few videos. So until next time, let's play some Pathfinder. 1, 2, 3.